So our next building is called the Hirsch Building. Now this is the only one that is not the original building. I believe the original one had a fire, but they had pictures of it, so they rebuilt it to look exactly like the original Hirsch Building, which was a blacksmith shop. To build it, I was told that there were Girl Scouts that actually helped collect the rocks. And then we had volunteers build the building with those rocks, and that's where we get the name Stone Gang. The Stone Gang are a group of volunteers that come every Tuesday morning. My husband happens to be one of them, and they do all of the maintenance in the entire village. If a doorknob is broken, a hinge needs fixing, something needs painting, anything that needs done, they're the ones that do it, all volunteer. So that's where the Stone Gang names comes from the Stone Gang that actually built this building. So this building is separated into two parts. The left part is a little museum that just has pictures showing when the buildings were moved here and how this little village was constructed. So we'll go in there for just a minute, and then we'll talk about the blacksmith shop on the other side. So over here, we have this display that shows a lot of the homes that are still in Northville, but it also shows when they were actually moving some of the buildings down here. The new school church was the very first building moved here, so you could see how they had to take the top off, move it right down Main Street to get here. The general store was rebuilt. That one is the latest one that's been here. It looks like this one is another picture of the Yerkes house probably coming here, and the schoolhouse, the Wash Oak School, which we'll talk about more when we get in there. Okay, so the other half of this building, the Hirsch Building, was a blacksmith shop. The blacksmith shop actually was in existence from 1890 to 1913. Then from 1913, Hugh Clausen operated it. And then by the time, after 1917, it was converted to an automobile repair garage, and then it was demolished in 1926. But since they had the pictures of it, they were able to reconstruct it. So why was a blacksmith so important back in the 1890s, early 1900s? Because everybody had horses. Horses need horseshoes. Not only do the farmers need to shoe their horses, they need implements, they need plows, they need tools, they needed hinges and nails and things like that when they were building their homes or farming their land. So the blacksmith was very important, because with that hot fire, I think it was 3,000 degrees, they're able to bend that iron into the shapes they needed. And even horses, horses' feet are like humans' feet. You don't have all the same sizes, so you have to measure them and make them according to, the custom size that those farmers needed for those particular horses. So that's why we have the blacksmith shop here. Very important when Northville first started.